Hey guys, welcome back. Time to try to get some of this old wood veneer on this Silvertone cabinet to release, and you can see what I've got is saturated in old cotton washcloth with hot water, and then rinsed it out. And I'm going to just place it here, and that'll create a nice steam effect. And again, if hide glue was used, it should loosen up this veneer pretty easy. I've got my iron set. It's already preheated, and I've got some water added it as well to create some additional steam if necessary. The cloth should keep me from burning the veneer on medium heat, and we'll go ahead and get started here. What I'm going to do is just work on this section down here at the bottom right, and just see if I can loosen it up. And again, the idea is just to keep the iron moving. Same thing if you're applying veneer. Alright, let's see what we get there. And you can see I've got my X-Acto knife here with my flat edge. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit more. Here you can start to see it loosen up. Just take your time. Let the heat, just work the old adhesive loose. And again, if this comes off and chips the veneer, no big deal, because I'm going to just use small pieces of the veneer anyway. You can start to see it's finally starting to release some. Again, I need just about probably a good half an inch or so of the veneer. Again, I want to go ahead and remove all the veneer from the cabinet, because again, this is the Silvertone that I'll be actually placing the new veneer on at some point. And there we have it. So I'll go ahead and continue this process here on the remainder of the cabinet, and we'll set this aside now and let it dry. And then at least these are again some nice matching pattern old walnut veneer. Hard to get this tone and color anymore. Everything else seems to be kind of washed out. So again, I'll pick some pieces that will be a good match here for the Zenith cabinet, and hopefully we'll be able to get started on that cabinet here in the next day or so. So the set really did turn into a nice donor set. Again, most of these sections that I could use were only just a couple inches, maybe 2 by 2 inches or so. So you can see here I got some nice sections here, a little split there, but they can be filled in with grain filler. Another nice section there I was able to get off. This veneer was probably one of the cheapest veneers I've ever seen back from the period. Most of them were a little thicker than this. Some of it was so thin it just fell completely apart. But definitely some usable pieces of veneer. So I started removing the inlay, and then I just realized how bad this cabinet is. It's this old plywood that's been put together. It's just delaminating in many places. On the back side, I had already pointed that out, but as well here on the top side, you can see this section here is loose. And then when we look at it from the side angle, try to get this where the camera picks it up, you can see all the problems on the back side and the top side. I don't even think it's worth gluing. I think I'll just go ahead and fabricate a brand new front piece, and of course I'll be able to save the bottom and the two sides, and I've got to create a new top anyway. And again, just go ahead and replace this. Get back over here where you guys can see it. It's just too much separation, so if I were to try to use a syringe or a shim or anything back in here and try to get enough glue in these areas to save it, this thing is just in really bad shape. You can see the whole back side, what I talked about. You can see where it's delaminated as well, just completely coming apart. So that'll be the plan anyway. Again, I'm going to get these scraps bagged up here and labeled, and then go ahead and get this front piece separated, do a little sanding, and then see if I can fit that on the flatbed scanner and just make a copy of the front, so I'll have it for cutting out a reproduction front piece. Thanks for watching.